see you have returned to me. Days mean nothing in the maw of forever. I never left your side.
This is a love story, you say? We'll see. We shall see. I can handle all these. All right. Let's see about slaying a princess. Or not. Whatever. Chapter 1. The Hero
You're
of the
on a
Princess.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ooh, that's how that works. Okay. Actually, let's go ahead and capture the cruiser and switch over to where we're visible.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I have some insight. Alright, so that's how that works. Mouse wheel. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Are we though?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, that's just my penchant to right click.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, now I have a pokey implement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
We'll see if it is.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
I said hello.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Give me a moment. I'm going to make things a little more comfortable. Ooh, okay, that will work. Or maybe it will. I did not mean to right click. Please stop that. No, that mousepad part doesn't work.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
I disagree.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after
Every
we
good
talk to
villain
her.
announces
Maybe
their
she really
intentions.
is a monster. Killing
It's what
someone
they
in
do.
cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Trying to restore some of my audio settings. A little bit more. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. That should be it. There we go. Just keep that down a little bit more. That should be fair. Alright. Oh.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Yeah, whatever.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Okay.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Poke.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Cool.
You
Squint?
stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
Okay.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
No.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Oh.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Oh.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Well,
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
oh,
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
what?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder. Do you really think this is the end?
For the price of admission, I hope not.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. The Adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Huh?
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Sir, I disagree.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Oh?
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
I should read what I click on.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I slayed the princess. We had to fight. You said I died.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
Yes.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Really?
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Maybe.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
It does, yes.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's a good question, Mega Man.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
So, in my playing... Or, not my playing, excuse me. In some of the stuff that I've watched one full run-through, and I've made none of those decisions. And an ongoing Let's Play that is definitely sealed in my fate here. The name of the other voice, not the hero, but in my case, the stubborn. It seems to pertain to maybe... Fuck it.
A warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Well,
Don't
if you ask
believe
me,
a
that
word
sounds
she
more
says.
like lie, cheat, and steal. Every time I hear those lines, she will lie, cheat, and do whatever. All I can think of is lie, cheat, and steal. For wrestling fans, that's Eddie Guerrero. For Tool fans,
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
changing my schedule.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
All this drama, I need some snacks, yo. Oh man, individually wrapped inside of a wrapper.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
The cabin is tighter than its
oh.
exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in
Haven't
on
seen
you,
this
as if
before.
trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about this mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
I disagree.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
You know what? It doesn't matter.
But it does matter. Don't you care if we're being lied to? If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie
gone
about something
now.
so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done? There was a mirror a second ago.
Huh.
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
It was different,
Very
though.
different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Allegedly.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Oh, are you Battle Princess?
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
You are a demoness. Let's go.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Really? Huh. Alright, narrator.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
How convenient.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
No. Cowardice. Nope. We're here to fight it out. We fight it out. Attack the princess.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
the Ichigeki shots.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Because she one-shot us. Didn't have enough HP.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Huh?
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Okay,
Don't let
put
her
the option on the screen.
Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through. Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
No.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her. If that's your plan, then
Head on.
that's your plan. Push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more.
Let's give her what she wants. Fight it out.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
Will we?
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
Follow
We're
through.
not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Follow through.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
I don't need to talk to you. Fight it out.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Oh.
It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. We're fine! You barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Oh, Glasgow kiss. Let's go.
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
Describe it in my favor then.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
A little bit.
She tosses it at your feet.
Okay, good. There's more options. I pick up the blade and go at it again.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
Chestall.
Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
but it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
I didn't see her die. That means she's not dead yet.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Thank you. Get up.
Wait, no, that can't be right.
The stubborn.
Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ah! I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
Stubborn, what's your angle?
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Okay.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
Okay.
She came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
No.
Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over.
And then Stubborn said it wasn't.
Well, I guess I had it wrong.
Stubborn changed the narrative?
You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Okay, yeah. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
Fucker.
But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread.
He didn't say
Lose the
destiny.
thread, he won't be able to save the world.
Who said destiny? Nobody said destiny.
And what is that supposed to mean? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that. Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
Where is the sneaky option that's hiding? Another lie, the princess can die. You mean like the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we fault on that one. Not gonna say, I don't think it, lie. The princess can die.
You did think it, didn't you? I tried, you know.
Chivo.
I tried very hard to make this work. don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes, like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
I see where you're coming from, Stubborn.
But I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right?
No, nobody said destiny.
No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world?
If she's fighting us, she won't want to enter the world.
You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on.
Coward.
You mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you.
It's time.
Yes. I agree with Stubborn. Fight it out.
Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out.
Now you get it.
I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join my adversary.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
That's a throat shot, sir.
Then we get up.
Get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Molto.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. More
Ooh.
often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Huh.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so... tired.
Oh, that's what you wanted. Chin up. Is this what you wanted? Just you and me forever. You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Mirror up.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Why not? Mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into its reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. Time for you to see what's in it. It's me. Claw, dinosaur, lizard-like hands. A little bit of feather going on, so I must be some kind of birdman, raptor beast. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Let's go to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I don't think that's fragile at all, ma'am. What are
I
you?
am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Okay. What am I? A person?
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
What?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? You trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here. and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Were you always princess, or you're making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Sometimes, yes. Scientifically speaking. Is this the end?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let her out.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Okay, weird.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What about this narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Huh.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
But worlds beyond.
I know only that they are.
Do we know each other? Gasol.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
I've been witnessed. Now here. What if we continue with violence? Your world cuts across in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Now what?
Nothing as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Okay.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
You scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
What will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
What if I don't let you do this?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I said slay a princess. Stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Huh. Semantics. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
What if... Fuck you.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
And the game closed itself. Rude.
All combat is over. Now that you've tasted victory, I'm sure you'll be back.